In this video, I'm going to share with you 20 business ideas that you can start today. The first one is affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is one of the best business models that any beginner can start because you are going to be promoting products that other people have already created. The first thing is to look for a niche. Look for something that you'll be able to create content on long term. So let's assume, for example, that you choose your niche under health. And so now look for companies that already have products that are best-selling products or products that are already doing so well. And then now you become an affiliate for those products. Now, what you have to do is that you create content, share that product, and you are going to have a referral code. So if anybody click on that link and buy that product, then you are going to get a commission. Sometimes it's a one-time payment and sometimes it's a subscription. All you have to do after you have joined the affiliate program is to promote the link. When people buy using your link, there is a certain commission that company has already preset. For example, it can be 50%. So which means that if somebody buys that product for $100, then you are going to get $50 and the company get $50. Some of the best places to start with is Amazon Associate, ClickBank, and Impact. The next business model we are going to be looking at is e-commerce. There are many different ways you can do e-commerce. The easiest way is for you to look for a platform where you can distribute your product. Then look for the product you want to sell. Make sure you do your research and see that the product actually has high demand. Then now look for a supplier who is able to supply this product to you. Most people online use Alibaba. Make sure that this supplier is credible. Check their reviews and you are going to know if the supplier is a good supplier. And when you test the product, you get to the point where you can actually private label that product. You can go to Fiverr and hire somebody who can make your labels for you. And then when you do that, then you are set. Now it becomes very passive. I personally have products on Amazon that have become very passive because I just check now my listing, and every time it's getting low, I just have to tell my supplier to supply because I've already gone through the entire process. So assuming that you are selling on Amazon, you just have to optimize your listing and make sure that it's searchable so that when people are searching for that particular product, they are going to see it on the first page. After all of that is done, when people buy your product, then you are going to make a profit. The next thing that you can start is investing in stocks. If you have some money, one of the best way for you to be able to invest your money is to invest in stocks. So now, how do you start with this? The first thing you have to do is to start by educating yourself. If you don't educate yourself, you might go and put your investment in stocks that are maybe not doing well. When you study the stock market, you are going to be able to see stocks that are growing. And if you don't know at all, you can just invest in something like the S&P 500 because it's the top 500 companies in the United States. You can even invest in the top 100 tech companies, which is QQQ. And now what does that mean? It means that if you invest in those type of companies, you are diversifying your risks, which means that even if one of those stocks are not doing well, all the other ones inside that index are still going to be doing well. So but the advantage of buying some individual stocks, say Apple for example, what happens is that as the stock prices increase, then you are going to have that increase, right? You are going to gain that increase. And there is also another thing called dividends. So every time after a certain period of time, depending on the company or the profit that they make, they share it in a certain percentage with the people who are having stocks in that company. That means you are able to gain dividends and you are also able to gain some increase in your stock prices. And what most people do is that you just take that money and reinvest, and that is how you keep growing. It gets to that point where it just starts compounding. In order for you to start with this, you just have to look for a brokerage and then create your account and start investing your money. I'm going to put those that I use in the description box down below. So all the videos I'm talking about, if you want to learn step by step how to start, just check the description box down below and you are going to get some information. The next thing I want to talk about is selling digital products. Digital products are one of the things that are very easy for anybody to start because when you have an idea in anything, you can easily create a digital product. Let's say for example, you are struggling with hair loss and then you figure out how to take care of your hair. Some other people are struggling with that same problem. So what you can do is that you can create a digital product. There are many types of digital products. Let's say an ebook, for example. You can write an ebook just explaining the process that you went through, and because you are solving somebody's problem, people who need that product, they are going to buy it. Other people might want step-by-step coaching so that you can help them. So you can create a course where you are going to teach them step by step how to live from point A to point B. So that's what digital product is all about. And now when you create this digital product, what you have to do is that you have to package it. put it in a package so that when somebody looks at it, it looks attractive. Look for a platform where you want to host your digital product. So for example, if you are selling an ebook, you can put it on Amazon KDP. It's completely free for you to upload your book there, and I have so many videos on the channel showing you how to do that. If you have a course, you can host it on a place like Teachable. You can use system.io. I'm going to put all those links down below. And now after you've created and packaged your product, all you have to do is to drive traffic to that product, and as people buy it, then you begin to make your money. One of the good things about digital product is that it has very low cost of entry, and when you create one, you can sell it for as many people as are willing to buy that product. It doesn't affect the quality, so you can easily make so much money when you have a good digital product. The next thing I want to talk about is creating content. Like what I'm doing right now, I'm creating a content. This video I'm making is a content. So there are many different social media platforms where you can create content and post. You can create YouTube videos, long form videos, you can create short form videos and post on many different platforms. And then another thing is that you can write blogs. And now when you write these things, before you start creating content, one of the mistakes that most people do is that they think that is that content that is going to make them money. But I have actually come to realize that content is just a means to advertise your product. So before you start creating your content, think about that thing that you want to say. What do you want to say? Maybe you have your product already, or do you want to say affiliate marketing? Do you want to say coaching? What is it that you want to say? So when you have that idea what your business is all about, then you start creating content, and that content is just going to be a means to advertise your product. And to me personally, you are going to make more money in that way, but the advantage is that this content that you are creating, you are able to also monetize this content and get AdSense from your content, which means that you are going to be advertising your product. You are going to still be getting extra money. To me, I see it as a byproduct to whatever business I start. And so no matter the business that you start, all these things that we are talking about, no matter what business you start, when you start any business, one of the things that you need to think about is how are you going to drive traffic to your business? And one of the best way for you to do it is to do organic traffic, and it is by creating content. And so the content you are going to be creating is showing them how to use your product. And so because you are giving them this content for free, showing them exactly what to do with the product you are selling, that is how they are going to buy your products. And so your product could be the things I've already mentioned above, like affiliate marketing. It could be a course, it could be an ebook, whatever thing that you are selling. You just go ahead and do it, and that's how you are going to make money. The next thing I want to talk about is investing in cryptocurrency. Many people are so scared to invest in cryptocurrency, and there are many others. So I personally trade futures now. I have traded options and I've traded stocks, but currently I trade futures. And so now the most important thing is, first of all, to educate yourself. When you educate yourself and you know how to use these things, you know how to trade, you know how to buy and how to sell, now that is just a foundation. You understand what actually makes the market to move. You understand candlesticks. You understand the principles of demand and supply. You understand support and resistance. Those are the most important principles. You understand how news affect the market. And when you have this information, you know that you can trade in any platform. You just have to understand the platform. And so the first thing that I would advise you to do if you want to go this route is that you need to start by doing some paper trading. So paper trading is just a form of trading where you are going to be practicing with no money, just using free money that is online for you to be able to practice. And when you practice and you see that you are able to consistently make profit, then that is the right time for you to take your money and put in the market. We don't want to give our money to the market. And so it's something that is really cool. If you understand how to do it, you are going to really make much money. If there is anything here that you are interested to learn one-on-one, you can go ahead and sign my coaching form down below, and then we are going to get back to you. Or you just go ahead and sign the form down below. We are going to be setting up a community. If the community is already ready by the time you are watching this video, you can join the community and become a part of us. And we are going to help you to be able to actually start your business and start making money. Our goal is to help at least 1,000 people to get to that point of financial freedom. The next way that you can make money is high yield savings account and certificate deposit. This is something I didn't know about, and I wish I had known about them earlier. When you have your bank in your local banks where wherever you save your money, you will see that at the end of whatever time, they give you small interest like 0.1, 0.001. What is that? But there are other companies, there are other banks where you can actually save your money and they have like 5% interest rate depending on the company. So I personally use SoFi, and when you deposit your money in places like that, you are going to have 5% interest rate. Certificate deposit, check with your bank. Any bank where you are depositing your money, you ask them, they are going to tell you about their certificate deposit. So what happens is that if you have some amount of money, let's say $10,000, and it's just sitting there in the bank, if you put it in a certificate deposit, you and that bank, you are going to agree on a particular period of time, let's say 5 months, and that money is there for 5 months, and after 5 months you are going to gain a certain percentage. My bank is 4.5%. so when you do that, you are going to have that interest rate other than that money just sitting there, and at the end of that period you are going to have 0.00 cent interest. Overcomers, make use of all these opportunities. So the next thing I want to talk about is creating an online course. I know that I had mentioned that above under digital products. Yes, online courses is one of the digital products that you can create. So if you have an idea, you have knowledge in something, let's say maybe your skin was having some challenges, right? You understood how to take care of your skin, just like the example I gave above regarding your hair. When you've done this, you've been through a certain pain, you've understood how to solve that problem. Now you can create a course teaching people how to solve that problem. Maybe you know how to play music, you can create a course teaching people how to play music. Maybe you know how to raise children, so anything. Maybe you know how to cook a certain food, anything. So everybody can create a course in the time in which we are living. And the advantage is that people don't want to waste so much time. People want to be able to easily leave from point A to point B. So go ahead, think about all the knowledge that you have and create your course. If you need any ideas, contact me and I'm going to help you. I got your back. There is no reason for anybody to be poor in the time in which we are living. There is no reason for anybody to be living from paycheck to paycheck, because there are so many different ways that we can start making money online. And as we help people solve their problems, then they are going to pay us for helping them, and then we are able to make those different sources of income. And so that's how easy we can begin to make at least 5 different sources of income. If you are with me on this one, Overcome, I want you to put in the comment section that I am working toward at least 5 different sources of income. Sometimes I'm just so happy when I get up in the morning and then I look at my bank account. You know how when you look at it, you see greens. So many deposits have come in. You're like, wow, just coming from many different sources of income. It's just so amazing to have that feeling. So when you create your course, you can sell it in a place like Teachable, Udemy. A place like Udemy already has so many people who are already searching and looking for that course. But if you use a place like Teachable, you are going to drive traffic to your course. You can use your social media platform to drive traffic to your course. So that is how all these things connect. Now, when any student enroll in your course, then you get a royalty. The next thing I want to talk about is selling videos or selling photos. You might have a camera, you can go and take very beautiful photos, take very beautiful videos, and then you sell them. You see, like when you watch this video, you see that there are some stock footages inside this video. Where do I get them from? It's because somebody is actually selling them online. So now, how do you get paid? You need to look for a platform. Let me give you an example. Like if you look at something like Canva, for example, you go there, you are going to see so many different photos, you see videos, you see many different things. Those things are put there by other creators. So now, because those things are there, if somebody uses those things, as more people use them, they are going to be paid a certain amount of money. There are many different ones like Shutterstocks, Adobe Stocks. So if you look at something like InVideo also, you will see that I'm calling these ones because they are things that I know that Overcomers are already used to. So if you look at something like InVideo, you have stock footages. Those are videos, photos that somebody has taken and they are selling online. And so that's something that you can do. So when you upload them to this platform, when somebody uses your product, then you are going to get a royalty. Another example that I can give you is a place like Creative Fabrica. You can create something, you can put your things there. For example, when I started selling ebooks, I used to actually sell my interiors too on Creative Fabrica, and so people will buy those interiors too. But after some time I stopped doing that. But that's something too that you can do. You can actually create interiors for ebooks. Like if you learn how to do all of this, you can create the interior, sell it in places like Etsy, sell it in places like Creative Fabrica. Another one too that you can use that I have used is Envito. So all those things, I'm going to put all the links down below so you can check them out. The next business model that I want to talk about is drop shipping. This is something that I personally do. Drop shipping is one of the best business models that you can start, because you can literally start this business with $0, and you can start even if you make a mistake. You are going to learn the entire process. And the best thing is that drop shipping now is very easy. I actually have a blog on my website that I've written on drop shipping. You can check it out. I'm going to put it down below. So when it comes to drop shipping, you can create your store. First of all, think about the thing that you want to sell. The one mistake that people make is that they go for trending products. I'm not going to advise you to do that. The best thing is for you to look for something that is long term, something that people will always need, something that people will always have a demand for. So when you just look for a trending product, the trend will come and it will go, and so you are not going to be able to make money. But if you look for something that you can do long term, it's going to be there and you will keep making money for a very long period of time. The good thing is that right now you can use research tools like AutoDS, and then it's going to help you to be able to do drop shipping, and so you can do it in a way that your products are delivered so fast to the customer. And you can use a website like Shopify, and then you are able to drop ship your product from the producer and then straight directly to the consumer. So the main thing that you are going to do is that you set up your platform. You can even go to the supplier and get photos of the picture and put it on your platform. But what I like to do is that I order the product, take my own photo so that it makes them unique on my website. And now when you have it there, you connect it now to your supplier. If anybody buys that product, guess what? Your supplier is going to supply it directly to your customer. So it's like you are completely free from anything. It's a drop ship, so you have nothing to do. You don't even need to touch the product. You don't have to do anything with the product. So they send it and you are just the middleman. And what happens is that, assuming that your supplier is charging $20 and you are charging $50, you are going to have the $30 profit. So that is how the business model works, and it's actually very simple to start. So the next thing I want to talk about is ebook. I know we had talked about ebook before, but just to make you know that you can actually make so much money from ebook. You can decide to create a brand. Maybe all the ebooks you are creating is on gardening. Imagine you creating about 5 different ebooks in gardening. What will happen? You now become like a monopoly. Anybody who wants to know more about that subject, they are going to come to you. And so you can now create many more products centered around that because you have branded yourself. And so that is how you can start. And now you can even use AI to have it as a foundation to create those things. Like I've shown you in this video, how to use AI to create your ebook. And so you can post it on Amazon and start selling. And if anybody buys that product, Amazon is going to remove its cost, and then Amazon is going to give you your profit. And so when you create this one book once, you can sell it so many different times, which is so amazing. I have ebooks that I created 6 years ago and I'm still receiving sales up till today. The next business thing that I want to talk about is selling print on demand. Print on demand is also another amazing business that you can start for free. You just need to create your design. So I've shown you so many videos how to do that. You can just use like something like Kido to create your design. Go to a place like Printify, put your design on many different products there, and then guess what? Put it on a place like Etsy. Etsy already has traffic, so Etsy can drive traffic to your product. Or you can take it, and I will always advise that as you start your own business, make sure you are also creating your own website and also getting your mailing list. So you can use a place like Shopify to be able to create your shop so that you have those things even on Etsy, and then you have it also on Shopify. It's just so amazing, the opportunities that we have today in our fingertips. So you can actually get to the point in your life where you can automate your business. Yes, you have to learn how to start them from the beginning, but then you get to that point where you can automate it. You can outsource these things, and then other people are going to help you to build your business. So Commerce, if you want to learn any of those things and you are struggling with it, we have a community. I'm going to invite you to join us where we can learn how to do all these business strategies, where we can answer your questions. We can help you in every step. Sometimes many people have this knowledge, but they don't have the ability to take steps. So we want to help you. We want to be able to help help you take steps. We want to be able to answer all your difficult questions. We want to show you step by step how to actually do it. So overcomers, if this is something that interests you, I want to encourage you to check the community down below and become a part of us, and I will see you there. If you have watched this video up to this point, I want you to put in the comment section that I am building multiple streams of income. Go ahead and click on this video that is going to walk you through step by step how to start creating your first digital products, and I'll see you in that video. Love you all so much.
It's been a while since we laid down to reflect upon